Rock and Roll Geek Show 1355.
Still rocking after all these years.
This is the story of my rock and roll butler.
This is it, the show that started it all. Often imitated, but never equal. From San Francisco, USA, online since 2004. It's the one and only Rock and Roll Geek Show. With the original Rock and Roll Geek, Michael Butler.
Welcome to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. My name's Michael Butler. Thanks a lot for joining me. I really appreciate it. Today is Friday, December 6, 2024, and it's 1:38 p.m. when I'm recording this episode. That means it's okay to crack open the first Tecate of the day. Oh, that's so good. I am up here in the mountain house, enjoying the cold weather, but no rain or snow, which is great. And I figure I might as well do a podcast for you, friends. Do I have anything to talk about? Not really, but we're going to freestyle it today. I went back. See, I spent Thanksgiving up here by myself. The wife went to the brother-in-law's for Thanksgiving. I was supposed to go, but your friend Michael Butler had to stay here. Again, I had to stay with the dogs and other things as well, but I enjoyed it. It was nice being just with the dogs for, it's the first time I've been by myself for Thanksgiving in many years. I went across the street to Kelly, the neighbor across the street at the mountain house. She made a really good Thanksgiving dinner. I went there and had some food, and it was nice, and then I came back over home and relaxed. Have not done a show in quite a while, so I'm trying to get back on my feet. Since you last talked to me, since I last talked to you, I went back to San Francisco. I had to fix some bubbles on a house, and I figured I might as well spend the weekend with the granddaughter and my daughter, which was very nice. And then I came back up here on Wednesday morning, and here I am back up here, and I'm enjoying it. I almost shot some geese today. The guy down the street from me, it's goose season. It's waterfowl season in California. And he had a flock of geese in his yard, and he's got property right on the river. The geese don't come in our yard because we're not on the river. We're up the hill a little bit. But he called me up or he texted me, and he said, his name is Pete, by the way. He texted me and said, hey, there's like a whole shitload of geese in my front yard if you want to come try to get one. So I haven't pulled out this shotgun in forever, so I got the shotgun. It's an over/under 20 gauge that my friend Don, may he rest in peace, he left it to me, and I had to go find the shotgun shells. The 20, I didn't know where the 20 gauge shells were. I have a 12 gauge. It's in San Francisco, but the only one up here is an over/under 20 gauge, and I had to look for the shotgun shells. So I frantically looked for the shotgun shells. And I pulled up to his driveway, which is way far away from his house, and I coasted very quietly. And as I was coasting down, all the geese flew away into the neighbor's yard. So did not manage to get any geese, but if I do, I will let you know, friends. I might have to do an emergency podcast. He got one a couple of weeks ago. It was the first one he ever got, and he cooked it. He said he wasn't very good, but I have better hopes that I can cook one. There's so many geese. This flock of geese comes around every year, and it's about twice the size it was last year. Meaning there were like 30 last year, and there's like 60 this year. So. Am I sad about shooting a goose? Yes, but it would be nice to have some goose for Christmas. But I did not get one today, but hopefully we'll get one tomorrow if he calls me. There's a lot going on up here in the mountains. I love it up here. There's a nice little community. There's my wife is on the Fire Bells, which is the Douglas City Volunteer Fire Department. Their wives are fundraisers and stuff, and they put on these events, and there's a big auction and thing going on tomorrow. So I'm going to go to that. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff being auctioned off. Gift certificate and merch from the local brewery down the street. There's like a pot dealership that like donated like $500 worth of weed. So I'll probably bid on that, and I'm not bidding no $500. I don't have any money. I'll probably bid $50 tops. But there's a bunch of cool stuff. I'm going to do that. There's a play happening tonight at the I don't know if you're interested in this, but it's a little small town living, which I'm enjoying up here. When I'm in good graces with the as Joe Pollack says, if the control tower is in good graces with me, I'm extremely happy. When I'm in trouble with the control tower, it ain't nice. It's very brutal. But I usually end up getting a song out of it, which I did this time as well. Anyway, enough of that. So there's a play going on tonight at the Trinity Playhouse. It's a Wonderful Life. I volunteer at this place too. They didn't need me this time because it's a high school play, and all the students and stuff, they do the tech and sound and lights and stuff. So they didn't need me, but there is a band coming in on Sunday. I'll probably help out with that. But I'm going to go watch that play tonight. Tomorrow there's the Fire Bells benefit, which I'm going to do. So I'm enjoying the small town life. Went fishing yesterday afternoon. Went fishing this morning. It's freezing out here. It's like 39 degrees. And I fished, but did not catch anything. But had a good time standing on the riverbank and throwing a line out. Since you also last heard me, I did let's play a song, and then I'll come back and continue on with my life. This was, if you listen to the last episode, I did a call out for to Adrian. Was it Adrian Bashon that I did the call out to? Let me look at my notes here. From Bosch Rock. Yeah, Adrian Bashon, who is who Bosch Rock on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook page, which I did not create, but I do approve people. Just got to answer 2 questions so that I know you're not a stray goose coming in and trying to disrupt the rock. All right. Where was it? Oh, I put out a call to Adrian Bashon, Bosch Rock. He sent me the TerrorVision, or he didn't send me the TerrorVision, and I could not find it. And I put a call for him to not resend that to me, and he resent it to me. And the album is called We Are Not Robots, and this is a song called You Got to Want to Be Happy. Here you go.
On Saturday, somehow I'm famous, and sometimes it can last for as long as 2 hours. Come Monday, I'll be back on Earth, and the silence is deafening. Till Friday, I'll be back at work, but I'm living for the weekend. Nothing that we can do for you, you gotta want to be happy. There's nothing that we can say or do, you gotta want to be happy. Oh, 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 oh. If you were the day of the week, tell me what day would you be? Or if you were the season, month of the year, September, March or July. 'Cause I think you'll be a summer's day every time. Yeah, I know you give up those warmest rays, 'cause I've seen you shine. There's nothing that we can do for you, you gotta want to be happy. There's nothing that we can say or do, you gotta want to be happy. Oh, I kneeled down, gave all I got, 'cause it was nothing to me. They looked up and the rain hit the face. I thought, where are you gonna sleep? 'Cause it's a cold outside, we got this
There you go. Brand new Terror Vision. The album is called We Are Not Robots. Thank you, Bosch Rock, for not sending me that. I like that a lot. So also, since we last spoke, I finally got my bass from Billy Rowe, friend Billy Rowe. He's got a guitar company called Rock and Roll Relics. I ordered this thing right around the COVID time, and he said he would make me one, and then, it never got around to making it for me. And I saw him before the Texas, Manitoba tour, before I went out to Texas? No, actually before the New England Handsome Dick Manitoba tour. I went to his shop and I paid him in full. I said, I want one of those Thunders basses, which is shaped like a Gibson Melody Maker guitar. I did a YouTube video on this. You may have seen it or not. Chiaki talked me into doing YouTube videos because I think I have like 5,700 and something YouTube followers. And he said, you can make a lot of money on YouTube if you start posting stuff on there. I said, I'm not really down with the video since I stopped working at Mevio. I kind of turned off to doing video, but I said, I'll think about it because maybe, I said, maybe I'll do a guitar of the week or something. And I never got around to doing it. And finally, when I got the guitar, he sent it to me. He was going to send it up to, when I went to play that gig with the Plunketts, it was supposed to be ready for me when I was down there, and it wasn't quite ready. The pickup hadn't arrived, which is a hand-wound pickup from this guy, David Lawler. I think his name is David Lawler. Everything on this bass is handmade. It's a fucking gorgeous piece of work, man. Anyway, it was supposed to be ready for me when I was doing that Plunkett's gig last month, and it wasn't quite ready. And we were driving back from LA, and Billy texted me, "Hey, the bass is ready. You still around?" And I said, "No, I can't. We're already halfway back up to San Francisco." So he was going to send it up to the Mountain House, and it was raining for like 2 weeks straight up here, and I was going to head back. And I said, "Hey, Billy, have you sent that thing yet?" He said, "No, I haven't sent it yet." So I go, "Okay, send it to San Francisco instead, because I'm going to be back in San Francisco." So it arrived before I got back, and it was in a box, and I said, well, you know what? This is when I'm going to do the YouTube video. Damn it, I'm going to do an unboxing video of my Rock and Roll Relics Thunders bass. It is I have a Gibson EBO from like 1959. I had it on reverb for sale for a while, and a bunch of guitar geeks go, "That ain't no 1959. That's a 1962 or 63. So I said, all right. And people, somebody's texting me. This Jacksonville punk rock history website wants me to come on their show, and they're texting me. What is she saying here? This is my passion. Here's a link to the Google Drive. You put images of flyers. Oh, God. Do you have email, or is this the best way to reach me? Yeah, just reach me. This is best way. I should not be telling you this. This is my passion project, but it's not about me. I mean to tell my story. Okay. She wants it's the history of Jacksonville punk rock, and Stevie Sletta was the first Jacksonville punk rock band. Anyway, back to my bass. So I have a Gibson EBO from either 59 or 63. I had it for sale for a long time, and everybody was talking me down and telling me it was, the pickup's not exactly right. I just said, fuck this. I'm taking it down. So anyway, a long time ago, Billy asked me if he could borrow that bass because he was going to use it for a cutout for a bass he was going to be working on, and it ended up being the Thunders bass, which is exactly the body style of my Gibson EBO. So this trace so the Rock and Roll Relics Thunders bass is actually traced from my Gibson bass, and he did his own pickguard design, and the body is Carina, and he does a light relicing, which I don't care if it's relicked or not, because I'll end up if I end up playing this thing live, it'll be relicked in a month anyway from me playing it, because I'm pretty hard on the basses. So, but he changed the headstock a little bit, and the neck is a little bit wider, and it's a rosewood fingerboard. I'm not sure if it's a rosewood on my Gibson. I think the Gibson is cherry wood. It could be mahogany, or it could even be maple that's stained. I don't know. But this bass is Carina wood, and I think it's an alder neck. Not sure, but it's a really, really beautiful bass. Look on the YouTube, Rock and Roll Geek YouTube, or my Instagram, and you'll see me doing a video of it. And a lot of people said, oh, no, we see how beautiful it is, now plug it in and play it. I want to do that on the YouTube, but I don't know how to get the sound. I can't plug an amp in up there or down in San Francisco because my daughter will come down and yell at me because I just have big amps that are super loud. But I did plug it in here. I have the little Kemper player plugged in here, and I got it running into the Rodecaster. See if I can get it where it's not too distorted. I have an SVT, profile on this Kemper. So it sounds pretty good. My main bass, the Hagstrom Suite, I have two of those. I have a black one and a red one. Those are the bass I play mainly. They sound way heavier than this one, but this is a super light bass and it's smaller. It's way comfortable, and it'd be really nice if I have not plugged it into a big amp. I've only done it with the headphones, and I like the way it sounds. You know, it's got a nice warm sound, and it's clean sounding. Sounds pretty good. That's an SVT profile. I have my GK profile here as well. It's a but in the headphones, I think the SVT sounds better. So this bass sounds pretty good. When I figure out how to get the sound of the bass into the phone to do a YouTube video, I'll do that. But so that's the new bass. That's another update on my life. I really like the way this bass looks, man. It looks fucking cool. It's like a natural finish. It's really cool looking. You can look on the Instagram, Rock and Roll Geek, don't ask, and you can see what it looks like. What else is going on in my life? That's about it, I think. Going back to San Francisco in, probably not before Christmas. Actually I have a Plunkett's gig on the 21st. I may not go back before then. So I might be up here. And hopefully I won't drive my wife crazy. She's going on a hunt with one of the dogs, rabbit hunt. And so I'll be up here by myself next week for a few days, which is always nice because then I can cook what I want to cook and live like a bachelor with the dogs. All right, there you go. That's an update on the life. How about we thank some people who donate to the Rock and Roll Geek Show, shall we? Let's see. What do I have that I can play in the background? How about Crossbones Scully? This was sent to me by Greg Brofer, friend of the show, Greg Brofer. Just play that. Just go from Evil World Machine. Crossbones Scully is the guitar player from Alice Cooper's band. It's his solo album. Little evil intro here. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it. There are many ways. There are many ways to support the Rock and Roll Geek Show. One way, and my favorite way, is to go to Venmo.
No more lies. There is no heaven. There is no hell.
You can go to Venmo at Michael-Butler-11, like the following people did. Okay, come on. Let's just fast forward to the music.
We will get it done.
I call this filler. All right, good riff. I like this riff. It's a good classic rock sounding record. Lyrics a little cheesy, but that's okay. It's rock and roll. I don't know why this guy's not writing this kind of stuff for Alice Cooper. That's a good riff. Maybe I should do a track by track on this album.
They're coming
pizza. I like that. Venmo.com or just Venmo at Michael-Butler-11. Kirk Crawford saved the show again. $50. Tim Schall also saved the show with $50. Greg Brofer, who did not send me this because that would have just been wrong, $20. Still praying, Greg Brofer. I'm praying hard too, friend.
Money, such a crime.
Richard Fusey, $20. The Sheriff. Michael Stitik. A Stitik to the man donation, $5 on Venmo. And finally, Stephen Cohen, $5. All right, patreon.com/RNRGeek, like my bodyguard Joe Pollack, $16.66. By the way, Baboon Show is coming. They're going to be playing punk rock bowling or something like that in Vegas, and they're probably going to do some more U.S. shows. We're thinking about organizing a meetup in Vegas. Let me know if you think you can make it. It would be nice to have a Rock and Roll Geek meetup in Vegas. That's kind of centrally located.
You just love to
$16.66 from my bodyguard Joe Pollack. Game Ghetto on $15. Kirk Crawford another $12.77. Fred and Ginny Bunky $10. Brian Springer upped his donation from $5 to $8. Thank you, Brian. I really appreciate it, friend. John Scott, writer of the great book Tom Petty and Me, $8.
such a crime.
Friend of the show and friend of mine, Michael Street, $7.50. Cole Thornton, $6.24. Dave Slusher jumped ship, but he's still donating, $5.55. Brad Schultz, $5. Chiaki Hinahara, who I had dinner with the other night. We went to the Hot Pot. It was really nice. $5 from Chiaki Hinahara. Medaki Metal on Instagram. Danny Borden, $5 Shitty Dude donation. Eric Klein, $5. James Shapiro, $5. Jamie Shepard, $5. All right, what else we got here? That's a good, I like that. How about Money, Sex, or God? Another little bit of filler. I like that. Listen, that's Alice Cooper.
Now don't look so surprised if money can't fix it all.
Where am I here? I've lost my place. Danny Borden, $5 Shitty Dude donation. Eric Klein, $5. James Shapiro, $5. Jamie Jefford, $5. Justin Lefkowitz, $5. Martin Cololi, $5. Matthew Hunt, $5 Australian dollars. Michael Brown, $5. Nadia Itani, $5. Patrick Shanahan, $5. Paul Smith, $5. Robert Harvey, $5. Steve T. Steve Trice, $5. Eric Stowell, $4. Mike Hellier, £4. Dan McBride, $3. Mark Mazzei, $3.
It's the money that makes you stressed. Now let's just self-confess. It's the sex we love best.
Mike Dixon, $3. Did I say Mark Mazzei already? $3. Is it Mark Mazzei or Mark Mazzle? I don't know. I apologize, Mark. Reading ain't me forte, as you know. Mike Dixon, $3. Paul Rube, $2.25. Adrian Bosch on Bosch Rock on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook page, which I did not create, but I do approve of. You just got to answer 2 questions so that I know you are not one of those former Fox News hosts that drinks.
Me! You're all gonna lose!
Amy Bowen, $2. Eric, the Rock and Roll Plebe, $1.42. He also sent me a package, which I got to remind myself to do an open with Butler's Mail after this. 3 Legs, 4 Wheels, $1. Arnie Stash, $1. Peter Wijichowicz. Oh, wait a minute. Peter Wijichowski. I'm sorry, Peter. I'm guessing it's Pete. $1. Tell me how to pronounce your name, Fielder. I really don't mean to pronounce it. How about the Sin Eater? More filler intro. They don't need this filler intros. I don't. These songs stand on their own. PayPal, Richard Strom, $20. Oh, this one's too long. Let's move it to a shorter song. How about Misfits of the Universe, the closer, album closer. Filler. All the songs have filler openings. I'm picking the shortest song because I want to try to time it just to where I'm finished with the donations. Okay, this is lame.
We are misfits of the universe.
Alright, I'll just go. I'm Unbreakable. Here you go. Filler opener again. Alright. Oh, good, a ballad. I'm a cowboy. It's all the same.
You know I'm not a saint.
All right, PayPal, Richard Strom, $20. Blake Johnston, the Rock and Roll Brian Cranston, $20. Dave Franco, $20. Stephen Laperriere, all the way up in French Canada, $20. Scott Sweeney from Dave Delinquent in the IOUs, $12.21. Payola donation. Friend of the show and friend of mine, Ralph Miller, $10. Which, by the way, Ralph Miller donated to the Handsome Dick Manitoba Indiegogo. Thank you, Ralph Miller. Let me go sidetrack. I'll talk about that after.
Now you ready?
William Bill, $10. BJ Lisko, $10. Dave Jackson in the School of Podcasting, $10.
The last one standing.
Jason Shepard, $10. Friend of the show and friend of mine, Todd Cunningham, $10. Jeff and Cheri Thieleke, $10. James Venners, $10. Andrew Howe, $10. Andrew Howe, $5. John Ofenloch, $5. Jayce, did I say James Venners, $10? Thank you, James. Jayce Lesniewski, $5. John Ofenloch, $5. Brett Garski, $5. Christopher Del Grande, $5. Peter Spark, $5. Benjamin Muller, $5. John Tennis, $5. Vincent Creamy, $5. Rachel Rosenberg, $5. Greg Long, $5. Paul Houston, $3. Deborah Dreyfus, if that's your real name, $2.
Unbreakable.
Philip Vermeulen, $2. Brian Gradage, $2. Kai Matsuda in Japan, $2. Adam Croft, $2. Adam Brachet, $2. Lasse Satvenhagen, $2. Adam Gerstein, $2. Chad Kiffmeyer, $2. Stephen Mascord, $2. And finally, Dave Alexander, $2. Thank you to everybody who donates to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. As you know, it's a value for value, and at being retired/unemployed, I put in a bid up here for a paint job, and I didn't get it, and I was really hoping I would get it because I need the money bad. But thank you, everybody, for supporting the show. You're really helping this retired, unemployed guy out a lot, friends. So if you get any value out of this show, I appreciate it, friends. Whatever you can contribute. I'll take a sip of this fine Tecate to you. I like this. Yeah! This might end up being in the top 10, which, speaking of top 10 albums of 2024, Please go to the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group and post your list of the top 10 albums. Should be pinned to the top. Next to Jim S's Speed of Darkness track by track, which I need to remove. I need to unpin that. So at the very top, Phil Robinson is keeping track of all these albums that came out. Post in the comments your top 10s for 2024 so I can compare notes. I haven't even started compiling my top 10, and it's going to be very difficult because there were a lot of albums that came out this year. I got to do it before the end of the year, and that's going to be a huge undertaking. But since I'm up here in the mountains, I'll have some time if I'm not killing geese and shooting at squirrels. Let me this girl my email address. Just a second. Rock and Roll Geek at gmail.com. Okay, there you go, chick. Brenda Cato. All right. Where was I? Opening Butler's Mail. All right. Eric the Rock and Roll Plebe sent me this. What it is, okay, let's open it up. It's from Amazon. Thank you, Eric Rock and Roll Plebe. That's very thoughtful of you, friend. A gift for you, an early birthday and or end-of-year kickback gift. I couldn't resist because I like the name Hide and Drink. It was a Black Friday deal, but maybe this thing actually can hold a beer. But can this thing actually hold a beer? Maybe an airplane bottle. Enjoy from Eric the Rock and Roll Plebe. I don't know how he knew that I had a Victorinox Swiss Champ knife. Victorinox, Swiss Army knives. I have one called the Swiss Champ. I brought it with me I bring it with me every time when I travel. I brought it with me to Africa, and I got on the Reddit group. There's a Victorinox Reddit group, and I started going through this thing, and I sent it. I don't know why I'm telling you that, but it was a little bit worn out, and I sent it back to. It has a lifetime guarantee. You can send it back to Victorinox, and they'll rebuild it for you for like free. Anyway. I have a Swiss Champ. It's got pliers, corkscrew. It's nice to have a corkscrew when you're out of town, and it's got a bottle opener as well, and screwdrivers and Phillips head, scissors, pliers. It's even got a knife. How about that? So Eric the Rock and Roll Plebe, I don't know how he knew that I had one, but he sent me this leather Hide and Drink horizontal holster compatible with Swiss Champ Victorinox Army knife, tool case for belt, full grain leather. Sure enough, the Victorinox fits right in. I was a little bit afraid that this thing would slide out because the thing goes horizontal on your belt, but seems to hold pretty good. I like my Swiss Army knife quite a lot. Also, there's another thing in here, which is by the same company, Hide and Drink pocket slip, multi-tool sleeve, and pen holder for everyday use, camping accessory, small tool organizer. Another little small leather pack as well. I love the smell of leather. Thank you, Eric Rock and Roll Plebe. I really appreciate that, friend. That's extremely thoughtful of you. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you. You too can send me stuff, and I will thank you on the air. It's always heartwarming from people to send gifts, and I like to send people gifts too. It makes everybody feel good. It makes me feel extremely loved. Sometimes you get in a fight with people, and there's everybody. I'm not going to go there. All right. What else we got here? I'll talk about the Manitoba stuff in a little bit. I have not talked about this in a while. This is an old story, but I got it in the Evernote. Remember when I did the track by track of that Sammy Hagar record? What did it? Was it Sammy? I don't know. I was talking. No, I did the track by track of that Glenn Hughes album. I forget the Glenn Hughes Joe Bonamassa thing, and Jason Bonham. Well, he was playing with Sammy Hagar, and he had to go back and take care of some family business, and they got Kenny Aronoff to take his place. And next thing you know, Jason Bonham's out of the band. I think I kind of called that because Kenny Aronoff blows Jason Bonham away, in my opinion. This is from Ultimate Classic Rock. This is an old story from... This is how far behind it. So it's actually from the 24th of November, which is not really that old. Next year, Sammy Hagar will bring his Best of All Worlds tour to Las Vegas for a residency. By the way, congratulations to Billy Rowe, who made my guitar. Buck Cherry's supporting Scorpions on their Vegas residency, which would be... Man, Billy's living my dream, man, and his dream as well. Next year, Sammy Hagar will bring his Best of All Worlds tour to Las Vegas for a residency. At his side will be Michael Anthony, Joe Satriani, and the newest addition to the lineup, Kenny Aronoff. Aronoff came into the picture earlier this year when drummer Jason Bonham exited the group due to a family emergency. But what initially looked like a temporary situation has now become permanent for the foreseeable future. Sammy's not stupid. There's two reasons, Sammy Hagar said to Rolling Stone magazine. Number one, he's one of the greatest drummers on the planet. Yes, he is. I think he's been on more million-selling records than any musician in the world, and he did so well on this tour, and he plays with Joe on a full-time basis, and he blew my mind. I played with Kenny and Chickenfoot, and he blew my mind then, too, because when we audition him, he learns every song. Tell me what songs we're playing. Okay, here they are. He charts them out, sits there, and then he fucking can read it and play it with soul and power perfectly just one time. I'll tell you why, in my opinion, they stuck with him. He's way better than Jason Bonham. Jason Bonham plays like he's bored. Kenny Aronoff is a great drummer. Jason Bonham is a great drummer too, but he plays bored. He plays like he's lazy, and Kenny Aronoff does not play like he's lazy. Somebody's texting like crazy. I apologize, friends. He can fucking read it and play it with soul and power. Yeah, Jason Bonham doesn't play with soul. That's the word right there. Just one time, the first time he plays it. And if that don't blow a musician's mind, I don't know what would, especially these kinds of songs. These songs are crazy. They're fucking Van Halen arrangements. Okay, is that it? I guess that's it. That's why they got rid of Jason Bonham, because Kenny Aronoff is better. There you go. Ultimate Classic. Should we play a song? Let's Handsome Dick, Manitoba. Indiegogo campaign is going on still. We're doing 4 shows. He's doing his birthday. It was going to be at Bowery Electric, but it got moved to the Mercury Lounge. And according to Manitoba, Mercury Lounge is a better venue anyway. But I have no idea. But and speaking of that, if you're a punk rock band in New York City and want to open for Manitoba, send me an email, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. You won't get paid, but you'll be able to play a gig with Manitoba. And they want Manitoba to find the opener. So I have no idea. So if you're a band wants to hop on the bill, let me know. Maybe we can fit you in there, friends. The Indiegogo's got like 12 more days. I can re-up it, which I might, because we haven't reached the goal yet. The goal's like $2,000. We're going to be like $1,500 in the hole, and trying to make up for the loss, because what we don't make up, I have to pay for. Let me take a sip of this fine Tecate. So I said, well, why don't we do an Indiegogo? We'll do all these perks and stuff. You can have lunch with Manitoba. You can be a guitar tech. Request a song. There's shirts and button stuff. A whole bunch of different perks. Go to handsomedickmanitoba.com or rockandrollgeek.com, and on every show notes you'll see the Indiegogo campaign. Ralph Miller donated $110. He ordered a Handsome Dick Manitoba shirt, a signed CBGB pick, and a button pack. These are going to get sent out after the tour. I apologize, but that it's going to take so long. If you're coming to the show and you donate to stuff, we'll give it to you. Handsome Dick will hand it to you in person at the show, and we'll thank you. A guy named Kirk Wallach did a 3-button bundle. A guy named Cody Melville. Brian Springer from Rock and Roll Geek Show did a $25 donation. One guy had two people to attend a sound check and Q&A, $100, $50 a piece. Jeff Thieleke, HDM t-shirt, signed CBGB pick and buttons. Richard Leith Johnson, Geekor, Daniel Laporte, Mark Free, Michael Street donated, and Tim Schall, and a guy named Richard Breezegi. We're up to 700 and what are we up to? $738 or something. $723. So we're only at 36% of the goal. And then Indiegogo is going to take their spot. All in all, I'm going to be $750 out in the hole. So hopefully we get some more donations. That's why I keep pumping this thing on the Rock and Roll Geek Show, friends. I know I'm begging for money all the time, and I feel bad about begging for money, but you don't have to You don't have to contribute if you don't want. But I got to put it out there, friends. I know there's a lot of really, really supportive people, and it really means a lot to me, friends, that you're supporting my endeavors more than I can possibly tell you. All right. Phone's blowing up, and it's blowing up in the computer as well. This was sent to me from Jonathan Travers as a Jethro Tull tribute album. And he sent me this. This is from The Sword. I told him I wanted to get this album, and he said the album kind of sucks. This is the best song on it. The Sword, covering Locomotive Breath. It's a Jethro Tull tribute album. All songs from Aqualung. Aqualung Redux. Let's look up that Aqualung Redux. It's on Bandcamp. You can find it on Bandcamp. Let's see who's on it. Chris Goss is doing Aqualung, The Well doing Cross-Eyed Mary, OC and the Jupiter, Cheap Day Return, The Huntsman doing Mother Goose. This album is fucking great. I did a Classic Albums Revisited on this album. I don't know none of these bands. The Olaf Wondering Aloud, Motorcycle Up to Me, that's a good one. Big Scenic Nowhere, my favorite song, My God. Saturna doing Hymn 43, Mammoth Volume doing Slipstream, The Sword doing Locomotive Breath, and Dom Kraft doing Wind Up. While this is playing, I'm going to go piss over the balcony.
In the shuffling madness of the locomotive breath runs the all-time loser headlong to his death. Oh, he feels the piston scraping, steam breaking on his brow. Oh, Charlie stole the handle, and the train it won't stop going away to slow down. See these children jumping off at stations one by one. His woman and his best friend in bed and having fun. Oh, he's crawling down the corridor on his hands and knees. Oh, Charlie stole the handle, and the train it won't stop going away to slow down. Yeah,
Yeah, flute solo. By the way, this flute solo is not as good as Ian Anderson. And Ian Anderson shreds the flute solo on this one. And this guy's good. Not Ian Anderson, though.
hear the silence howling, catches angels as they fall, and the all-time winner has got him by the ball. Oh, he picks up Gideon's Bible
you go. What else is on this? Let's see. My God is my favorite song on this album. It's by a band called Big Scenic Nowhere. Let's see if it plays on the Bandcamp. Oh, this sounds good. Jonathan Travers, you tell me this album's not good.
People would have you die.
Oh, it's not as good as Jethro Tull.
In his golden cage.
They're coming in too heavy on this. It needs to be real soft at the beginning.
Made him bend to your religion. Him resurrected from the grave. From the grave. He is the God of night.
Yeah, they're coming in too heavy, man.
That you can see.
The original version, watch, is it going to play back from the beginning? Okay. The original version is soft until it goes into the, and don't call on him to say bow, bow. It makes it much more impactful. They're coming in too heavy. I'll let it roll.
The God of everything. He's inside you and me.
At least they're bringing it down on some spots. But what do I know?
So lean upon him.
Here comes the heavy part.
gently, and don't call on him to save.
All right, that's good. That's a great riff, man. Bow, bow.
You from your social graces.
If you don't have Jethro Tull Aqualung, I know Jethro Tull gets a bad rap because of the Metallica Grammy thing, but man, that Aqualung album is fucking near perfect album. What else we got? Up to Me. My God, let's see. Well, Cross-Eyed Mary's the standard one, and so is Aqualung. How about him? Let's see. How about Up to Me, Motorcycle? Oh yeah. More flute. All right. I could geek out on Jethro Tull, man. Fuck. That album is so fucking good. All right, well, this is on Bandcamp. I'll post a link to this album, Aqualung Redux, from Bandcamp, from Redux Records. Oh, where am I here? I need to take another sip. Ultimate Classic Rock. Everything's from Ultimate Classic Rock in these notes here. Artists not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Let's see what this one is. I just put these into Evernote. See what would come up. 140 artists who are not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Why am I doing this? I don't know. For some reason, it interests me. Here's some of their list. Many have shared their thoughts on possible induction. Bryan Adams. Should he be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? I think he should. The guy's had a shitload of hits. Okay, Alice in Chains, nah, should not be. Greg Allman is in with the Allman Brothers. He's not in as a solo artist. I kind of think he should. America, what song did America? Sister Golden Hair. I went to the desert on a horse with no name. I'm mixed about that. Maybe. Anthrax. Nah, I don't think Anthrax deserves to be in, honestly. Argent. What does Argent have? One hit? Hold your head up. Hold it. Ron Argent's in with the Zombies, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, in 2019. So maybe Argent shouldn't be in. Asia, 'cause it's the heat of the moment. Fuck no. Bachman Turner Overdrive, I think yes. Bad Company, abso-fucking-lutely Bad Company. The fact that they're not in is a travesty. Bad Company's been eligible for the Rock Hall induction since 2000, but they've never even been nominated. Simon Kirk suggested the band's name has been in the conversation many times, and he admitted to being irked by their continued exclusion. In for a penny, in for a... Okay. I think it's political. I think maybe along the way we made some enemies. They should definitely be in. Badfinger? Nah, Badfinger shouldn't be in. They're one-hit wonder, and Paul McCartney, I believe, wrote their songs, didn't he? Is what to lock up the streets and houses. Is that Badfinger? No. What is their song? I don't remember. Beck? Nah, Beck shouldn't be in. B-52s? Please. The Black Crowes? If Pearl Jam's in, Black Crowes should be in. Blackfoot? Ooh. As much as I like Blackfoot, I kind of think they don't deserve to be in. Blind Faith? Not my wheelhouse. I couldn't really tell you. Blood, Sweat, and Tears? Probably, even though I'm not a fan. Blue Cheer? Nah. Blue Oyster Cult? Yeah, I think Blue Oyster Cult should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. John Bon Jovi? Should it be John Bon Jovi or Bon Jovi in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? John Bon Jovi's relationship with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was okay. So Bon Jovi, the band, is not in. Maybe the band should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They deserve to be in before Motley Crue, in my opinion. Boston. I think Boston should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Brownsville Station. I love Brownsville Station, but I kind of think they shouldn't be in. Canned Heat. Couldn't tell you one song. The Chambers Brothers. Ooh, that's a good one. Time has come today. That's a great one, man. Just for that song, they should probably be in. Joe Cocker. He's not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I think he should be in. Phil Collins probably deserves to be in. Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young are not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Huh. Oddly enough, all of the members of Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young are in the Rock Hall, just not as a foursome. Yeah, they deserve to be in as a foursome. The Cult? No. All due respect to John Tempesta. I'd like to see him on the stage, but no. Roger Daltrey solo? No. The Who? Yes, but not Roger Daltrey solo. The Spencer Davis Group? Nah. Stevie Winwood? He's probably in it already. Nah. Derek and the Dominoes? No. Eric Clapton should be in, but not Derek and the Dominoes. Rick Derringer? Yes. Rick Derringer deserves to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Devo? No. Ronnie James Dio? That's a tough one. I kind of think he should have went in with Black Sabbath. They didn't put him in with Sabbath, so I'll say yes, even though he'll never be in. Emerson, Lake and Palmer damn sure deserves to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Brian Eno, nah. Fabulous Thunderbirds, fuck no. Flaming Lips, no way. Focus, oh la 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 ha ha. No. John Fogerty, Creedence is in, right? John Fogerty refused to perform with his surviving bandmates when Creedence was inducted, but he's not. I'll say yes. Foghat. Hell yeah, Foghat deserves to be in. Free. Yes, Free and Bad Company, both. Ace Frehley solo? Hell no. I remember I interviewed, speaking of Ace Frehley, let me get sidetracked here for a second. Somebody posted this on the Facebook. Ace Frehley totally mangles Detroit rock scene. This is a recent performance. Ace is, during the harmony solo, Ace is playing in the wrong key. Listen. He's playing in a different key. First I thought maybe they handed him the wrong guitar, because sometimes, songs are played different tunings, but no, Ace has got his fingers in the wrong spot. The other guitarist looks at Ace and saying, dude, you're playing in the wrong spot. Here's how you play it. And Ace is just like totally oblivious. looks back at the drummer like it's a drummer's fault. That is god awful. See, now he's in the right part. So no, Ace Frehley solo, no, you don't deserve to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Ace Frehley. All due respect to Ace Frehley and Kiss, he does not deserve to be in. J. Geils Band is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Fuck you, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. J. Geils Band damn sure deserves to be in. A travesty, a fucking travesty. Calm down, Butler. David Gilmour solo? Nah, he's in Pink Floyd. He doesn't deserve to be in solo. Golden Earring. Ooh. I kind of think they do. They're a great band. But they only have one song in the United States, which is why they won't be in. Grand Funk Railroad? Hell yes, Grand Funk Railroad deserves to be in. The Guess Who? American Woman? Yeah, probably. Sammy Hagar solo? That's a tough one. I'm going to say probably, yeah. Hawkwind? Nah. Is Motorhead in? Nah, they don't deserve to be in. Don Henley solo? No. Hole? Don't make me laugh. Humble Pie? Hell yeah, they deserve to be in. Billy Idol? Yes, deserves to be in. INXS? Maybe. I wouldn't be upset if they were in. Iron Butterfly? They have In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida. That's all I know from them, so I'm going to say no. Iron Maiden, of course, they deserve to be in. James Gang? Yeah, I think James Gang deserves to be in. Jane's Addiction? Nah. Jethro Tull abso-fucking-lutely deserves to be in. Come on. Aqualung Alone? Kansas? The band Kansas? Nah. King Crimson? Maybe. I would say yeah. Korn? Fuck you. Lenny Kravitz? Fuck no. Cyndi Lauper? Shit, if Cher's in, she probably deserves to be in. Annie Lennox? No. Eurythmics, yes, but not Annie Lennox solo. She was inducted in the Eurythmics in 2022, so they deserve to be in, not her. Huey Lewis and the News? Yeah, I think they deserve to be in. Living Color? Hell no. Love? No. Manfred Mann's Earth Band? Don't make me laugh. Marshall Tucker Band? Yes. Meatloaf? I say yes, Meatloaf should be in. That album's one of the biggest of all time. Megadeth? I wouldn't have a problem with them being in. The Meters? Hell no. Molly Hatchet? Ooh. I think yes, Molly Hatchet deserves to be in, at least as Eddie Trunk says, in the conversation. The Monkees? Yeah, I think the Monkees deserve to be in. Montrose? First Montrose album, one of the greatest albums of all time. Yes, they deserve to be in. Motley Crue? No, fuck you, Motley Crue. Motorhead? Absolutely deserves to be in. Mott the Hoople, Ian Hunter? The fact that they're not even in the as Eddie Trunk says, in the conversation is a travesty. Hell yeah, they deserve to be in. Mountain? Yes, they deserve to be in. Nazareth! Yes! New York Dolls? Absolutely. Night Ranger? No. Harry Nilsson? I wouldn't have a problem with Harry Nilsson. Ted Nugent / the Amboy Dukes? Come on, man. Ted Nugent owned the 70s. Are you fucking shitting me that he's not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Despite being one of the biggest record and ticket-selling artists of the 70s, exactly, Ted Nugent has never even been nominated. He's been eligible as a solo artist since 2001 and as a member of the Amboy Dukes since 1993. It's crazy that Ted Nugent is not there, James Hetfield told MTV in 2009. That dude is about as rock and roll as it gets. Here, Metallica, James Hetfield. It don't get no more rock and roll than, I don't care what you think about his political views. He stands by what he says, not to mention he's a fucking ripping guitar player. That dude's about as rock and roll as it gets. The Cat Scratch Fever singer is pretty sure his outspoken political views are what kept him from being inducted. In a 2018 interview, he described the Rock Hall's directors as an ultra-leftist, liberal, CEO-driven gang who couldn't give a rat's ass about the music. All right, let me see if I can find this here. I've done this before, YouTube. Ted Nugent on the Rock and Roll. Okay, I'm looking for my interview. Ted Nugent, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. See if it shows up. My interview with him. Here we go. I'm going to say it again. Play this again. So you think because the music press and all is not down with Ted Nugent's politics or Ted Nugent's outspokenness, that possibly you think you'll never be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame while you're alive?
And again, my friend, may I just mention, how dare, and again, we're going right back to the devil, Jan Wenner, the founder of Rolling Stone magazine, who will never acknowledge me because Jan Wenner is the #1 financial donator to the gun banners. Sarah Brady's gun ban hope to force Americans to be disarmed. That's what Jan Wenner, the founder of Rolling Stone, is the #1 donator
his political
to.
views.
I'm on the board of directors of the NRA, and Jan Wenner also founded the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So you have the #1 anti-gunner in the world. When do you think he's going to have the NRA board of director in his little club? And also, it's imperative I mention, how dare any human being ever include in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with Chuck Berry and Bo Diddley and James Brown and the Stones, how dare they include Grandmaster Flash and ABBA? I mean, why don't you just go up to Chuck Berry's grave and just piss on it? I mean, how
By the way, Chuck Berry was still alive when this interview took place.
soulless is that? So guess what? I don't want to be in that club because that club is dishonest. That club is not about American rock and roll until they get Patti Smith out of there, until Madonna's out of there, until Grandmaster Flash is out of there, until ABBA is out of there. I got my own Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's called Touring Across America, playing for people who really know rock and roll. Until then, sucking my dead dog's left nut. F*** you.
I'm sorry I brought up the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
No, I think it's important. Don't be sorry because it had to be said. Because if ABBA's in there, how dare anybody call it the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I would tend to agree.
Tend to agree. If you don't, I'm going to have to shoot you where you stand, motherfucker.
We talk about it a lot.
Oh, that's fucking classic. I fucking love that. Oh, shit. So, yes, Ted Nugent absolutely deserves to be in. Oasis. Well, if Pearl Jam's in, Oasis deserves to be in. The Outlaws. Oof. I would vote yes. Pantera. No. Pixies. They're influential. I wouldn't have a problem with that. Robert Plant solo, no. Poison. Nah, Poison doesn't deserve to be in. Iggy Pop solo. Stooges are in. I guess Iggy Pop solo because he's got some great solo albums. Procol Harum's not in. I'd say yes, Procol Harum. Queens of the Stone Age, don't make me laugh. Hell, fuck no. Rainbow, yes, Rainbow deserves to be in. Deep Purple's in, right? Yeah, Rainbow, I think Rainbow deserves to be in. Ram Jam. Nah, Black Betty, they didn't write it. It's a great cover, but no. The Raspberries, probably Raspberries deserve to be in. REO Speedwagon, yes, they deserve to be in. The Replacements, yes, they deserve to be in. Now, this is in alphabetical order, I'm guessing. David Lee Roth solo, nah. Joe Satriani, nah. Scorpions, I think Scorpions deserve to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Slade, unknown in the United States, as Eddie Trunk says, but I think they deserve to be in. Slayer, nah. Slater Kenny, are you fucking kidding me? Smashing Pumpkins, I wouldn't have a problem if they were put in. Sonic Youth, nah. Soundgarden, I think Soundgarden, no. Billy Squier, I wouldn't have a problem with Billy Squier being in. Steelers Will and Jerry Rafferty. No. Steppenwolf probably deserves to be in. Stephen Stills. Stephen Stills made history becoming the first person to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice in the same evening for his work with Crosby, Stills, Nash and with Buffalo Springfield. The year before he became eligible, has solo, Stephen Stills solo, nah. Sting. No, Police are in, right? Yeah, so he doesn't deserve to be in. Stone Temple Pilots. Fuck you, Stone Temple Pilots. Stray Cats. I wouldn't have a problem with Stray Cats being in. Styx. Hell yes, Styx deserves to be in. Sublime. No, make me laugh. Supertramp. They'll never be in, but sure, I wouldn't have a problem with that. Survivor? No. 10 years after? Hell yeah. Them? No. Van Morrison's probably already in, right? So them doesn't deserve to be in. Thin Lizzy? Shit, yeah, they deserve to be in. They'll never get in, but Thin Lizzy's iconic Rock Hall nomination. They were nominated in 2020, so maybe they will eventually get in. Yeah, I agree with 38 Special. No. Outlaws and Marshall Tucker, yeah, but not 38 Special. Three Dog Night absolutely deserves to be in. Tool. Joke. Toto. No, Toto doesn't deserve to be in. Pete Townsend solo. Nah, the Who's in. Twisted Sister. I wouldn't have a problem with Twisted Sister being in. UFO. Absolutely. One of the most influential bands of all time. Uriah Heep. I wouldn't have a problem with Uriah Heep being in there. They'll never be in. Joe Walsh. Yes. War. Don't have a problem with War being in. Roger Waters solo. No. Weezer. Sure, Weezer deserves to be in, I think. White Stripes? Nah. White Zombie? No. Wilco? No. Johnny and Edgar Winter? They should both be in there individually. Steve Winwood? Don't care. Weird Al Yankovic? Nah. Warren Zevon? I've done this every time. Let me see. Does Warren Zevon deserve to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? All right. Hold on. I'm fucking this up here, okay? Michael Butler, do you think Warren Zevon deserves to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Well, let me tell you this. For this song alone, Warren Zevon deserves to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Take it away, Mr. Warren Zevon, while I go piss.
Well, he went down to dinner in his Sunday best. Excitable boy, they all said. And he propped a pot roast all over his chest. Excitable boy, they all said. Well, he's just an excitable boy. He took in the 4 a.m. show at the Clark. Excitable boy, they all said. And he bit the usherette's leg in the dark. Excitable boy, they all said. Well, he's just an excitable boy.
All right, and how about this? Yes, Warren Zevon deserves to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Railroad tracks and wait for the double E. The railroad don't run no more. Poor, poor, pitiful me. Poor, poor, pitiful me. Poor, poor, pitiful me. These young girls won't let me be. Lord have mercy on me. Woe is me. Well, I met a girl in West Hollywood. I ain't naming names.
Oh, I could geek out on Warren Zevon. There you go. That's Ultimate Classic Rock, 145 artists who are not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I don't know why I am still, I don't know. I like this bit. I think who gives a shit about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but I like talking about it for some reason. All right, before I close out, here's one more thing from a friend of the show, Michael Street. He posted this on the Facebook. I don't know if this is real or not. Pit Diaper, adult diaper for concert goers, introduced by Liquid Death and Depends. Liquid Death, is Liquid Death the water company? I think it is. has introduced the greatest accessory for concert goers everywhere, the limited edition pit diaper powered by Depends. Endorsed by drummer Ben Collar from Converge, Mutoid Man, Killer Be Killed, All Pigs Must Die, the pit diaper locks away recycled liquid death and helps neutralize odors instantly, so you never have to leave the pit, miss your favorite song, and worry about leaks ever again. Compatible with Depend guards for men, the sleek design features premium cruelty-free quilted pleather. It's a fake leather diaper accented with chains and spikes to seamlessly blend into any outfit. All right, this is a joke, but it's actually not a joke. It's a gimmick. The show can't be stopped for a bathroom break. With the pit diaper, I can hydrate without missing a beat. The pit diaper can be purchased exclusively at liquiddeath.com. Pit diaper for $75. Is it one diaper for $75? It's a fake leather diaper. Oh, I see I see. It's an outside thing, and you buy the Depends separate, and you stick. So you walk around the concert with no pants on and this fake leather cod piece that's got studs on it, and you put Depends in it. All right. Reminds me about the time I was at the Joan Jett concert when I was a kid. I've told this story before, but maybe you haven't heard it if you haven't been around. Maybe the sheriff probably has never heard it. First time I went to see Joan Jett was the I Love Rock and Roll tour, and I was a huge, huge Joan Jett fan. She was opening for the Police, and the show was sold out. The Police had. This is when the Police were on top of the world, and Joan was her album was just starting to break. I don't think it even broke yet. I was such a huge Joan Jett fan. I had to get there early, and this was back when you didn't buy floor seats. It was just general admission. You could sit wherever you wanted. And I got there early. I ran to the front row. I ran to the front. I didn't quite make it. There was one person between me and the front row. And of course, I snuck in beer, or maybe we were drinking beer in the line. That's what it was. We were drinking. We used to drink quarts of Schlitz malt liquor. So we were drinking quarts, and I forgot who was with me. Maybe my friend Mike Brown. Could have been Mike Brown. We ran to the front. There was one person between me and the front row, and it's about 10 minutes before Joan's going to come on, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, and I got to piss. I'm going, oh, man, what am I going to do? So I was thinking about it. I didn't have a cup. Otherwise, I would have pissed in the cup. I have pissed in the cup. Casey will corroborate this story. I pissed in a cup at Shoreline Amphitheater, and you buy beer and they put it in a cup. I just pissed in the cup, and it looked like beer, and I'll just leave it in the cup holder. But I didn't have a cup this time, so I got this bright idea. There's about a foot between me and the guy in front of me. I'm thinking, well, if I just trickle the piss out onto the floor, and it'll just drain down the floor, and nobody will even notice because we're all cramped in the front. So I pull out my dink. I pull out my and try to trickle it out. And I got to go so bad. It bounces onto the guy in front of me, splashes up. And he's like, his feeling is leg wet. Hold on. Let me take a sip of this fine Tecate. The dude's feeling his leg wet. And he looks back and he feels his leg and he goes, what the fuck, man? Who's pissing? And I'm going, uh-oh, I'm busting. So I go, holy shit, who the fuck's pissing? So I look behind me like somebody else is behind me pissing on the floor. The guy gets so bummed out. He doesn't know it's me, but because I'm blaming on the guy behind me. He leaves. He gets the fuck out of the front row. He's so pissed off. I slide right to the front. I'm right on the barricade. So I got front row because I pissed on the guy in front of me at the Joan Jett concert. Joan Jett opening for the Police. I could have used those pit diapers then. All right. There you go, friends. I think we should close out on that high note. I've told that story many times, but it bears worth repeating. Thank you for listening, friends. rockandrollgeek.com is where you can find this show. Send me an email, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. Help support the Handsome Dick Manitoba birthday bash tour. We're doing 4 shows. New York City.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, here's Manitoba.
Handsome Dick Manitoba here, lead singer of the Dictators for 40 years, and I'm still alive and kicking, traveling around the country, different parts of the world playing rock and roll. But the problem is, since the magnificent COVID virus hit, prices have gone up. They've gone up to the point where after I finish using my toilet paper, I rinse it out, dry it, and use it again. The price of touring has exploded. Gas, hotels, rentals, everything is nuts. The clubs are feeling it, the bands are feeling it, and I know you guys are feeling it. Now, this is weird for me. It's not my usual thing. But I'm gonna ask you for a favor. I got a monster band, and we wanna hit the road, and we wanna kill it for you. So, we could really use your help with the cost of touring. Anything you could spare. We got some nice goodies to offer you for your wonderful generosity. Thank you for listening. I want to come to your town. We are live, and you will go under the thunder of Manitoba.
All right, there you go. So we're doing 4 shows. New York City. We are doing New Jersey, and Philadelphia, and York, Pennsylvania. If you're a friend of the show, send me an email, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com, or send me a message on the Facebook, and I'll put you on the list. But I would like you to please contribute to the campaign if I put you on the list, or buy some merch or something so we can break even on this tour. If you can't make it to any of these shows, if you can help support, I don't know, anything you can help would be great. I mean, if you're a donor to the show, skip this month's donation. If you're a regular donor, feel free to skip this month's donation and put it into the Handsome Dick Manitoba. I mean, I'd prefer you keep donating to the Rock and Roll Geek Show, but if I don't want to, either way, I'm paying for this thing. So whatever you can do, friends. That is going on. You can find, I'm doing the plugs right here at the end. Okay. Yeah. The Handsome Dick Manitoba Indiegogo campaign, indiegogo.com/project/handsome. Just look on rockandrollgeek.com. It'll take you to the link, or just type in Handsome Dick Manitoba in Indiegogo. should take you to the campaign. Find me on the Facebook, R&R Geek. Find me on the Twitter, R&R Geek. Find me on the Instagram, Rock and Roll Geek, Don't Ask. There's a Rock and Roll Geek Facebook page. You're probably already there, but if you're not, I don't know why you're not, because it's the best rock talk of it's the best rock. It's the best Facebook group out there, next to the mushroom hunting group. All right, friends, that's enough ways to reach me. Thank you for listening. Casey and I are going to do another Does It Hold Up episode in the next few days, either Saturday night, Sunday, maybe coming up soon. So hopefully that'll be the next show, the next podcast or whatever. So thank you for listening, friends. I will talk to you soon. Why don't we close out with something from Aqualung? Let's see, Jethro Tull. Jeff. I can play this album over and over. So how about oh no, I got to close out with a new Wild Hearts song. Fuck, I forgot all about that. Ginger Wildheart is calling his band the Wild Hearts. He's the only member now. There's no CJ. Where is it? Where is it? New Ginger Wildheart. Okay. Oh, somebody sent it to me already. Hold on, let me find it here. Who sent it to me? I don't know who sent it to me. Fuck. I'm out of it. I'm out of it here. I forget who. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me find it here. Wild Hearts. Wild Hearts. I gotta pause this. I gotta give this person credit. Hold on. I apologize. I'm having a brain fart, and I don't remember who sent me the new Wild Hearts song, but thank you for sending it to me. Send me an email, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com, and tell me I'm an asshole for forgetting who sent me the song. But yeah. So they got a new album coming out, and it's just Ginger. The album's called Satanic Rites of the Wild Hearts. The song is called Failure is the Mother of Success. 7 minutes and 46 seconds. New single. Enjoy it, friends. I'll talk to you soon.
It's not the end, it's a reset. You took a lot of knocks to get where you are today. You took a lot of knocks to get where you are today. You took a lot of knocks to get where you are today. You took a lot of knocks to get where you are today. You took a lot of knocks to get where you are today. You took a lot of knocks to get where you are today. You took a lot of knocks to get where you are today. You took a lot of knocks to get where you are today. You took a lot of knocks to get where you are today. You took a lot of knocks to get where you are today. You took a lot of knocks to get where you are today. You took a lot of knocks to get where you are today. You took a lot of knocks to get where you are today.
It's a rock and roll geek train wreck.